Hey everyone, Brandon from Brandon's Baseball Cards here. Today I'm going to be talking about some memories that I have with my Paw Paw, who is my dad's dad. He lives in the same town, Alva, Florida, that I grew up in, and he lives, a short drive from my house where I was growing up. And we used to go to the flea market a lot together. We used to go to the Ortiz Flea Market in Fort Myers, Florida. We would drive into town. Afterwards, we'd go to Waffle House, or sometimes we'd go to Cracker Barrel, or what have you. Sometimes we'd go to McDonald's, and we'd get breakfast. But I have a lot of good memories with my Paw Paw, and I've shown some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about today, but I haven't shown I don't think I've shown all three things. It's three things, but they each have a story with them. So the first thing I'm going to show, this is actually one of the first things I found when I started picking with him. He used to go to the flea market every Sunday morning, and I would call him the night before, and I'd say, "Can you pick me up to go to the flea market?" And he'd say, "Yep, I'll be there." And he would show up 7 a.m. bright and early, and we'd go. And the first time I went with him, there was a dealer that had a whole bunch of Reds stuff, and I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan, so it was really, really cool. And I actually picked up this neat Cincinnati Reds. I think it's something, it expands and you're supposed to holler with it, like, "Go Reds." I think that's what this is, but it's just a really sick, cool item. And it's traveled with me all the different places I've lived through, grad school in Texas to, living in South Carolina, living in Georgia, now in Alabama. It's traveled with me. And some kid on the back wrote Willie Mays, Babe Ruth. They autographed it. I guess that's a place for, that is a place for autographs. And some kid decided to put fake autographs on there. So that's pretty cool. So that's the first thing I found. Well, there were some other Reds items too, but that was the first thing that I remember seeing. And then I also have a few other things. I found comic books that have ads on the back that I just found digging through this trip to the flea market. I don't remember what specific trips these were from, but I remember just turning over, digging through old comic books, digging through old sci-fi magazines, and always turning them over to see if there was an ad on the back that dealt with a baseball player. And sure enough, one day I was flipping through some comics, and there was one comic in particular that had this Mickey Mantle ad on the back. Sorry, my kids are talking in the background. They're chatting it up. But it's a Mickey Mantle ad, and he is fishing in the ad. So I was really stoked to add this to my collection. I think I paid 50 cents for this comic, or $1 or something. One of the great things about going to the flea market. But there is a young Mickey Mantle with a facsimile autograph right there, and a nice cartoon. And it says on the top, "Mickey Mantle goes to bat for the unlucky fisherman." And the last one I want to show is, again, it's an ad. Something that I found while digging through. It's a Fantastic Mysteries magazine from 1947, if I remember correctly. I've looked it up, but the cover's neat, right? That's pretty cool. Sorry about the glare, but that's not why I bought it. I bought it because on the back there's an ad: "Play ball with the Brooklyn Dodgers. The Argosy Dodger Rookie Hunt." There's a contest to play ball with the Brooklyn Dodgers on the back, and I paid $5 for this. So pretty neat. But these are three of my favorite items that I found while picking, not just with my Paw Paw, but three of my favorite items in my collection. And they're not that valuable, right? It's really the sentimental value of it, and the fact that they've been with me through all these moves and all these years. But my Paw Paw, he's a good man, and he was always down to go picking. He always took me to the flea market. I'd call him, and it got to the point where I wouldn't even call him anymore. He would just show up. And a lot of good memories. And he's my dad's dad, and my dad is one of the best men that I've ever. Not to get too sappy, but my dad is a very, very good man. And he means a lot to me, and I wanted wanted to do this video to honor his dad, because his dad did something right, because my dad is who he is. So, but that is what I have for you guys. Sorry for the sappiness, but I've actually been wanting to do this video for quite some time, but I just couldn't figure out the right day to do it. And so today I thought was a good day to do it. But hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I'll be back with another video soon. Keep collecting vintage baseball.